with devotion, with confidence, and then, of course, there's immeasurable merits, no question. But he says, even with your distorted mind, if we say one time, Buddha's mentor, Om Mani Mani Mahamani Soa, or Amang Benzan Gurupe Masonaho, etc., one time you say mentors. Or that your mind is totally in the dark and anger and hatred, with that, if you look at Buddha's image where they are wrought, when they are painted, with your angry mind, I think maybe not necessarily angry with that painting, but angry with something, and look at the same time in the Buddhas. And that virtues will never kind of disappear. It brings the result which bring us into the enlightenment. Getan Chimazawa in this. Never become lost that virtues. So even angry mind, look at the one picture of Buddha has such powers. And if someone who built Buddha's mind, then no question. Right? And if someone really having the Buddha's image, picture, something under your shrine, and do some offering, prostrations, prayers. And these things are very high meritorious. As Buddhist practitioners, we should give value on it. Who can do that? Who will do if we don't do? So us, like, we are always kind of together most time, and then sometimes we have happy moment, suffering moment, whatsoever. But if we don't forget to really pray to the Buddha Dhamma Sangha, and gathering is meaningful, life is meaningful, fighting is meaningful, shouting is meaningful, everything is meaningful. And then if there's no such things, when goes from this, and same as Mipham you came, then wasting your cost, this money, time, traveling, everything. So take good care. However, that is just my thoughts, okay? Not reliable. And then, okay, this sorry, now this has never become wasted, because he says your object is Buddha, which is equalism of the three times of the wisdom, and power of that, and that Tasembe Ongis, power of that is never deceived. I think deceived, right? Deceived, not failing you. And for instance, I give one examples. These examples are also such, there's black magicians, and they make magician, and they can stop you. You cannot move. You become like stone. They can make like that. And they can, throw some far away. These black magicians have such kind of things. So therefore, he says, even those black magic ones, they can do. And then such they call the snake, certain kind of snake, when they catch you, and you will die exactly 7 foot your steps, then you will die. Not before, not after. So that kind of snake, when they catch, people never can cross that. And then hooks, I think the fish are hooked by the, what's called, hooker or whatsoever. And those are that comes, there's no kind of power of those anyway. They can't do such things, we could say. Power of that, they can do such things. We have no choice. Likewise, if we have connection with Buddhas, it won't be lost our virtue roots, and so on and so forth. No way. Like hook, when they're hooking the fish, and you will not survive from there. Likewise, our virtue will never, disappear. Okay, this and not Mali to the Mahinte, So this is what says. This is not just some kind of words, but this is like really power of the cause and effects. So he mentioned here, we have to have or generate our confidence without any doubt about it. We should have such things. So maybe so therefore, Maharabha says such benefits to be linked to the Buddha Dharma Sanghas, particularly here the Buddha's topic. So we have to understand that. And not only enough to understand, but then we need to really recite the mantras, offerings, and also thinking day and night, anytime, happy time, suffering times, party times, walking times, walk times, etc. If you hear the name of the Buddhas, or say the name of the Buddhas, say letters name of the Buddhas, or when you hear if someone really shows respect, okay, so this is like a little bit different. Hearing of the Buddha's name or seeing of the letter of the Buddha's name and respect to the Buddha is very rare. It is very rare because and we need immeasurable merits, or this is the very rare because this way we gain immeasurable merit. So I think it's not easy to gain immeasurable merit, right? So if you're thinking like these kind of things, then we should be really happy. Here says that hearing or respect, longing respect, having the devotion is that the immeasurable source of the meritories, and having this is like, how do you say, the power of the aspiration, samadhis, interdependent originations, nature of the links, immeasurable of the virtues, otherwise it won't hurt. So therefore, like today, here's not so many people. There's really need some kind of also meritory to hear this kind of teachings, thinking this kind of teachings, So if there are lack of this merit, even you carry these things, teachings, and going around, you don't find to who can listen. This is the place you can read this translation. Get Melam to give us some Majabal Sonji sending the Jeba Saban and Pendi Yeta Salva Indies. So hearing of the Buddhas in this world this time is because of many meritories. Send the Indovan you will know them. And in order to find the precious jewels, or wish fulfill teas, or wish fulfill vase, etc., is very rare to find. And today, maybe almost not existing. But Maharaj says, even those are such difficult, then Buddha, Dharma Sangha is no kind of question how difficult it is. Because the precious jewels, they cannot show the liberations or the liberation paths. The Yinchi been saying is, even me hearing of the name of the Buddhas, one day surely, he said, bring us into the enlightenment. Surely, here very strongly says. So the Buddha Dharma, Tathagata, so immeasurable of the qualities, blessings, and power of this, and it gives a perfect of the happiness. And here also he says, this is the also not only Mipham Rinpoche says, or Chandrasekhar says, Nagarjuna says, but this he says logic of the power of the logic, he says, of Dharmadhatu and interdependent originations. So it never ever failed or deceived us. Lepatana also Pembudur Tamasovas. Then general this precious jewel is just only some kind of physical things. If you really analyze it, there's not that kind of important. Trouble ringwa tajo ngag kedas temin tiwale demba trouble jonze mejons demba pola person so parte wala hiende me bayuns. And he used, even though these precious jewels and also this magic mentors, and those are, he said that if you really analyze it, they're just kind of only physical things or some sounds. There's nothing much. But even if you rely on those, they give, kind of perfect things in this life. That is also some kind of interdependent origination. And then compare this, Rongyo tomba ni ji ngugu ni ba tenyo hluwa ba yeji ba shime drupa tangji teno de ba yin osi. Temba po la pa te wala nye de me ba yin. Likewise, he said that likewise, if we are rely on the like suchness of the Dharmadhatu and interdependent originations, and whatever we accomplishing or whatever you do, it be surely accomplished, and everything can be meaningful. That was the saying.